even a concert that's different like this one. So this is super exciting. So thank you so much for being here. And whether you are in person or in the audience or at home watching the live stream, we just thank you so much for coming and supporting us today. We are going to start off with the chamber choir, which is our auditioned a cappella choir that rehearses on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. The first piece we're going to be performing for you is Upon Your Heart by Eleanor Daly, a beautiful piece about the strength of love and the power it can have in the world and in our relationships. This features a singing chorus of students midway through the song, and these students being featured are Haley Brown, Sierra Ward, Presley Warner, Katie Steisenberg, Brody Doman, Cece Francis, Kyle Lee, Ashton Allemand, Haven Hathaway, and Alex Killian. Please enjoy Upon Your Heart.
Upon your heart.
The next piece that we will perform for you is called Fix You, an a cappella cover of the Coldplay song. This song goes pretty deeply with its lyrics. It doesn't shy away from the pain and heartache one might experience in life, and it is sung from the perspective of a close friend or family member trying to help a loved one through a difficult time and sit with them through the pain. It is poignantly beautiful, but with a hopeful ending. This piece features 3 soloists, Alex Killian, Brody Doman, and Sierra Ward. I hope you enjoy it.
Try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired that you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse.
And the tears come streaming down your face when you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste. Could it be worse?
Lights will
Thank you so much. All right, we have a new group coming down for us today. So if you are part of the next group performing, starting with a Shokin farewell, go ahead and come down and find your spots. So as they are kind of transitioning to this spot, oh, hang on, I'm going to give them a second because it looks like we're going to have a traffic jam. We didn't get to practice today here, sorry everyone. All right, so I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit about this while they are moving this way. So, as you can see, from the way we are distanced on the gym floor to the masks that we have on, we've had to do choir just a little bit differently this year. With a group of nearly 60 people, there was just no way we could safely fit our whole choir upstairs in our rehearsal space this year. So we started the choir singing outside in the park pavilion. We went to the parking lot, we went to the front lawn, pretty much anywhere that we could go. Then as it got colder, we went to the gym, which allowed us to distance ourselves well and record our variety show pieces, which hopefully you guys got to see our variety show pieces. And then throughout the winter and the spring, however, we haven't really had the ability to rehearse in a large group in the gym, so we split into two ensembles, each one rehearsing 2 days a week. So the students were broken up by grade level as either freshmen or seniors, and then the sophomores and juniors were split between the two groups based on the numbers in their sections. The intent was to do a few combined pieces by the end of the year, but there has been some unpredictable spring weather that has led to us not being able to be down here to rehearse together. So we're still in the two groups, and we are excited for both of those groups to perform for you today. Only rehearsing 2 days a week and having half the amount of people in each section, as usual, has led to some challenges, but I am very, very proud of the way all of the choir students have rallied and put their best foot forward. So behind me is our group that rehearses on Mondays and Thursdays. It is comprised of all of our freshman choir students and then some sophomores and juniors. The first piece that we're going to be singing for you today is a Shokin Farewell, a very beautiful piece from the soundtrack of the PBS series The Civil War about the memories, the familiarity, and the beauty of home. I hope you enjoy. Next, we will perform the piece Dancing Through Life from the musical Wicked. We have joked a lot about the meaning of this piece. I don't know how many of you are familiar with it, but it is sung in the show by the character Fiyero, who is telling his new classmates how much easier it is to just not try and to not have high expectations for yourself ever in life. Now, this character does have some development in maturity and expectations for himself throughout the musical, just so you know. But as this song is only a snapshot of how he is at this point in the show, the overall message of this song literally is about not taking life or yourself too seriously. So, as you can imagine, phrases like, "those who don't try never look foolish," have led to some interesting discussions, and me saying about once a week, I am Miss Broaddus, and I do not approve this message, so do not do this in your life. However, this song is very fun and catchy, so we hope that you enjoy Dancing Through Life, because we really enjoy singing it. Okay, and now we have the other group, our Tuesday, Friday rehearsal group. We really should have come up with names. Our Tuesday, Friday group coming to the stage, and this group is comprised of all of the seniors and then some sophomore and junior students. So I'm going to give them a minute because I didn't write very much for this part, so let them come and get situated. Okay, the first piece that this group will be singing today is called Dies Irae from Mozart's Requiem. This intense Latin piece refers to a day of judgment, and the minor key and quick tempo help show its severity. It also has a super hard piano part, so shout out to Mrs. Brooker, who is wonderful on the piano. She's so great. Yay, Mrs. Brooker, thank you for everything you do. Seriously, Mrs. Brooker is wonderful. So we hope that you enjoy Dies Irae. Okay. Also, quick thank you and shout out to Mr. Willis, who is doing all of the sound in the live streaming. So thank you so much, Mr. Willis. Let's give him a round of applause. And huge thank you also to Mr. Wrenchen, who is the band director. And if you are seeing the band concert later, you'll see he does a lot for us too. So hooray, thank you, Mr. Wrenchen. It takes a village. All right, so we have one more piece for you today before we honor our seniors in the program. So we have a piece now that we actually started last year in January 2020, back in the olden days. And the intent was to sing it at our 2020 spring concert, but that did not happen. And this was actually a favorite of the seniors, and so I got multiple super subtle requests to bring it back, very subtle. So finally I was like, okay, we can do it. And we've had a really great time getting to sing it again, and we have really enjoyed it. So it is a very fun, dynamic piece called Go Down Moses, telling the story of Moses leading the Israelites out of Egypt. So we hope that you enjoy.
Go
Lord spoke to Moses from the burning bush.
Said the Pharaoh's got a lesson to learn. Whoa, go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Hello, Pharaoh, let my people go. I said, go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Hello, Pharaoh, let my people go. Now Moses had some doubts about taking this job. He felt a little bit out of his league. Leading out his people from Pharaoh's hand was quite a job indeed.
What will I say and tell me? How will they know that I'm the man that's appointed by you? A leader I'm not, but I bet for this spot my brother Aaron will do better for you.
But the Lord said, go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Hello, Pharaoh, let my people go. Back by the bush, the Lord kept on. He knew he had the right man.
Need a sign? Well, that's just fine. Just look what you have in your hand.
All it seemed to Moses was a wooden rod until he threw it down. Imagine his surprise when a snake appeared as soon as it hit the ground.
Moses started running, but the Lord said, stop, take the serpent out of mine.
Pick it up,
Lord commanded to raise it to him,
Moses.
and he protested to no avail.
When he finally picked the serpent up, you know what occurred. The snake became a rod in his hand. The miracle that happened gave old Moses the strength to lead his people to the promised land. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Hello, Pharaoh, let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Hello,
All right, thank you so much. We have, man, that song makes me tired. It's long and it's intense. So now we have reached the time in our concert where we are going to recognize our outstanding 16 seniors in the choral program. So this is an unusually large and very unforgettable group. And they are all uniquely wonderful. And it has been my absolute pleasure to teach so many of them since they were sixth graders. So I will announce each one of them by name, and then they will step forward. Please hold your applause until all seniors have been announced. Or that looks like they already, you guys can take one step back and out, because you are you've got lots of room. All right, awesome. Yeah, so now you can step forward. Okay, great. Well, when I call your name. Okay, so here, I'll move so that I'm not blocking any of them. Okay, Ashlyn Allemond, Haley Brown, Rylan Davis, Brody Doman, Ethan Gerard, Haven Hathaway, Alex Killian, Liam Killian, Tyler Colross, Ian Miller, Christian Rodriguez, Lucas Stanley, Emma Swanson, Sierra Ward, Presley Warner, and Madison Whitson. Oh, and we're in such a nice straight line, so looks like I did not forget anyone, so that's good. Please give a round of applause to these outstanding senior singers. Well, seniors, it has been a long and truly winding road together. And to say that I am proud of you and that I'm going to miss you doesn't feel like enough, honestly. I look over at you and wonder how the time has gone so quickly. It seems like just yesterday, many of you were sixth graders in choir, excitedly joining the children's chorus for our production of Joseph. And as a teacher of an ongoing elective class, I don't know that I always express just how much it means to me that 16 of you have continued for so long in this program. Throughout that time, I have been so very fortunate to get to witness not only your development as musicians, but also as people. And as I frequently tell you, it is because I know students like you that I have such hope and excitement for the future of our world. You are excellent musicians, yes, but you are so much more than just that. You are passionate, caring, and kind young adults, and you are people who are willing to speak up for what you believe in. You care about other people fiercely, and that is what this world needs the most, people like the 16 of you. I know that this year was not the senior year that you dreamed of. It was not the senior year that I wanted for you. However, as I have been reflecting on what I wanted to say to you today, the quote that you have in the senior hallway, "From the ashes we will rise," kept coming to mind. This makes me think of the phoenix, the mythological creature that bursts into flames at the end of its life and rises again, reborn from the ashes. This year was an incredible challenge, there is no doubt about it. However, through the course of this year, I have seen you all rise from the ashes of the expectations of what this year would be and turn your faces toward your brilliant future. It hasn't always been easy or a smooth road or without disappointment, but I have been so very proud of what I've seen you do with your time in your last year here. There is so much life out there for you to live, and I am very excited to see you go out and do just that. Each of you can make a positive difference in this world, and I believe that you will. I hope that you will carry with you the memories that you have made and the lessons that you've learned from your time in choir, and that you'll look back on the time you have spent in the music program with a smile. Thank you for making each day of this challenging year a little bit better. And I am so very grateful we were able to spend the time that we did together. Remember that what you do and say matters, and that I will always be out there rooting for you and believing in you, no matter where life takes you. And also know that I truly feel that I am a better person for having known all of you. It has been my absolute pleasure and honor to be your teacher. I thank you for your dedication to the music program, and I hope your next chapter is as wonderful as you are. So everyone, please join me in thanking and honoring these senior students one more time. So, as I told all of these students earlier today, this is an excellent senior class, and we could present each of these awards to at least 2 or 3 deserving students. I have wonderful things to say about each and every one of them, and while all of these seniors have had a huge impact on the choir and have many musical accomplishments, there are 5 awards voted on by the choir to present today. The first of these is the Outstanding Senior Award. The Outstanding Senior Award honors a senior with outstanding leadership and dedication to the choir. They can often be seen assisting in class, are approachable and helpful to others in their section and in the choir, have been involved in additional choir activities, and overall contribute to making choir a more positive experience through their energy and dedication. This year's recipient certainly does that. This student participated in our virtual variety show, ILMEA All District Choir, and our virtual play, in addition to being a part of the chamber choir throughout high school. He also can frequently be found playing music for the class prior to class starting, or searching for Douglas, the prop goose and choir mascot that we are still looking for this year, by the way. When I was overwhelmed at the beginning of the year with keeping track of tracing where all 60 choir students were going to sit when we had to be split up all of the time, he created an editable slide for me to help update and keep track of where everyone was, because that's just how he is. He saw a need and stepped in to help. He is kind, conscientious, and a student I can always count on to bring enthusiasm and leadership. It is my pleasure to present this award to Liam Killian. Congratulations. Our next award is the National Choral Award. The criteria for this award are someone who shows excellence as a musician and student, whose musicality has greatly benefited the choir. This year's award winner certainly fits this. I have frequently relied on this choir officer to lead sectionals in both concert and chamber choir. Even during this extremely difficult and unusual year, I can always count on her to show dedication to choir and to inspire others to do the same. No matter the day or situation, I know that if we are having choir, she is there, putting forth her best effort in the alto section and singing her part with a confidence that leads her section. She is part of the chamber choir, did an act in the variety show, and has participated in all the musicals throughout her time here in the high school. She has helped me in numerous ways throughout the year, both by giving feedback and through organizing student warm-up leaders throughout the year, often 2 times a week with the 2 choirs. This student is an excellent musician, singer, and person, and I am very proud to announce the recipient of the National Choral Award is Ashlyn Alleman. Oh, I'll put it in the stand. Congratulations. I don't know why I haven't been using this mic stand, but I'm going to now. Okay, now we have the Director's Award for Chorus, and this award is actually new this year. Surprise. I have seen this award in the instrumentalist catalog and debated about adding it for a few years and decided this was the year to do so. So this award is very similar in criteria to the Outstanding Senior Award, and I actually used student votes for that award to help determine this recipient, in addition to my own reflection of who was most deserving of this honor. In addition to being someone I can count on in and out of class to go the extra mile, help others in their section, and be involved in additional choir activities, this student is someone who is a quiet but steady leader in her section and in the choir. During this challenging year, she has consistently held a positive attitude and investment in both the choir and the chamber choir. Even on days where energy was low, I always knew that if I looked out at the ensemble, she would be listening and watching attentively and would give verbal or physical feedback to whatever I was teaching or asking, so I wasn't met with resounding silence. Anytime I had a sort of optional meeting for feedback, whether in person or on Google Meet, I knew this student would be there. She also most recently organized every member of the choir being assigned and fitted for last-minute performance robes, for which I am very grateful. She even did one today. She goes out of her way to help others in choir and in life, never drawing attention to herself, is certainly a leader musically, but leads in character and treatment of others. It is my pleasure to present the Director's Award to Haven Hathaway. Now we have the Arian Award. The Arian Award is the oldest and most prestigious national award for outstanding achievement by high school musicians. Its recipient is a senior who has outstanding musicianship in both band and choir. In choir, I have depended upon this student to lead sectionals in both concert and chamber choir over the last few years, and he has been a part of nearly every music extracurricular possible: chamber choir, jazz band, the musicals, the variety shows, and he is a 2-time ILMEA All-District musician. The musical growth in him over his high school career has been astounding because he really puts in the work and dedication into learning more about music, practicing, and challenging himself. He is a leader in his section, one of the first to circle apart in his music if there's a spot we need to fix, and lets me know if he hears something that needs to be addressed with the full group. He has been the other half of the student warm-up team, lining up people to do student warm-ups twice a week. Overall, this student is a hard worker, excellent leader, musician, and person, and it is my pleasure to announce that the recipient of this year's award is Alex Killian. Congratulations. We have one final award today, and it is one that can go to a student of any grade level. This is our Most Improved Vocalist of the Year, and it goes to any student that the choir has seen grow significantly in their vocal abilities and leadership. This year, due to the way choir has been split, I selected a winner from the students' votes from each choir. The first student to receive this award is a student who has only been in choir the last 2 years, but has been an excellent addition to the group. While he may not like most of the music that we do, except apparently the piano part of Go Down Moses, he still participates positively in the ensemble. I have seen and heard this student grow not only in his musicianship, but in his interest and care for the choir, and I so enjoyed hearing him perform with his band for the variety show. I have truly enjoyed getting to know this student better throughout the last 2 years, both through choir and music theory, and I'm only sad that I didn't get to know him sooner. We will miss him next year, and think of him whenever we sing his very favorite warm-up, Hey Jude. I am proud to present this Most Improved Vocalist Award to Christian Rodriguez. Our second recipient of this award is from the group that you saw prior to this one and is actually a freshman. While this student has always been a strong musician, she has grown significantly in her musical abilities and her leadership this year. She has volunteered to lead sectionals, prepared a solo for a solo and ensemble, and has helped others in her choir prepare for solo auditions during days the other choir was rehearsing. She's a member of the chamber choir and even part of the semi-chorus for Upon Your Heart. I've been very impressed with her dedication and musical growth, and although she is sadly unable to be here with us tonight, she still deserves recognition. So let's congratulate, hopefully she's watching virtually, our second most improved recipient, Kylie. All right. Please join me once again in congratulating all of our seniors, our award recipients, and just thank you so much, everybody. Seniors, I love you. I believe in you. I'm super proud of you. All choir students, great job. Thank you for being here tonight. And the band concert will be starting in 15 minutes. So I believe that you are going out and then coming back in if you're here for band. Thank you guys so much for coming. We really appreciate it. Have a great night, everyone.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is our high school band spring concert. I'm going to be honest, I almost forgot how to tie a tie. It has been a while. We are excited to perform for you all. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, the few of you who are allowed in our building. To many more, hopefully viewing this at home, live streaming, we welcome you. You are in for a great show. We are excited to perform. We have two bands performing tonight for you. Our first band is our high school jazz band. We have two selections, the first of which is entitled Take the A Train. This is a jazz standard written by Billy Strayhorn, but popularized by Duke Ellington and his jazz orchestra. It was composed in 1939 after Ellington offered Strayhorn a job in his band and gave him directions on how to get to the first rehearsal that began with the phrase, well, you're gonna take the A train, and then it went from there. We hope you enjoy this big band hit. Our jazz band is an extracurricular ensemble. We rehearse once a week. And in usual years, that's not too bad. The spring semester, though, was a nightmare, as you can imagine. We had 2 different stints where we were out. We did still try to rehearse online. It is obviously not the same as rehearsing in person. So I am very proud of the progress we have made, not just this semester, but also this entire school year. We get the jazz band machine up and running around early November, and we have been working on some great music this entire time. The semester, of course, has had its ups and downs for every discipline. Music is no different, but we have persevered and we've had fun, and we've got great music ready for you tonight. Our final selection for our jazz band is entitled The Mudbug Strut. If you were here for the choir portion, similar to the choir portion, we also were planning on playing this at our 2020 spring concert. We wanted to make sure we got this one in this year. You'll see why in just a little bit. So we brought it back, and we got it ready, and we are excited to show it off tonight. But this is an original jazz composition by Paul Baker. It's written in the New Orleans Dixieland style, and pieces written in that style often have interesting titles. In case you were unaware, I was, a mudbug is simply a crawfish, which they eat a lot of down there. Overall, this tune just grooves. Soloists include Haley Brown, Wyatt Schlickman, and Aaron Spears. Please enjoy the Mudbug Strut. We hope you enjoyed that tune. We were very excited to perform that one and that we had the opportunity to. If you give us about 5 minutes, folks, we will have our full symphonic band performing 3 pieces as well. Thank you. All right, part of pandemic fun means making various plans knowing that you'll only need one. The plan was they were going to be standing, and I was going to use that ladder right there, which is like a square foot for me to stand on. So it's kind of nice that I get a little bit larger of a platform. So I believe we are now ready for our full symphonic band. This band has also been working hard, just like our jazz band. We are not, because of our size, able to rehearse nearly as frequently as we do in a normal semester. On average, band students will have 2, sometimes 3 sessions with me per week. I'm still very proud of their progress. Again, across the board, every discipline is not accomplishing nearly as much as we would in a normal year, but the main thing is that we are still accomplishing things, getting music under our belt, having fun while doing so. Our first selection for our high school symphonic band is entitled Our Kingsland Spring. This was commissioned by the Georgia State Music Educators Association for an honor band performance in 2004. The composer, Sam Hazo, has said this piece seeks to capture how beautiful Georgia can be during springtime. Staying true to its name, the piece was premiered in Kingsland, Georgia on the very first day of spring in 2004. Please enjoy. Kentucky 1800 was written by Claire Grunman in 1954. At just under 250 years old, America is a relatively young country, and so has fewer true folk songs than many other countries. Grunman wanted to capture and preserve some of our truly American music, and so his piece is based on the tunes of 3 American folk songs: The Promised Land, I'm Sad and Lonely, and Cindy. These tunes are reminiscent of the years when pioneers were forging westward. Please enjoy Kentucky 1800. It is wonderful to hear live music again. It's been a long time. Before we perform our final selection, I'd like to take this time to acknowledge all of our band seniors and present our band awards. Seniors, as I call your name, come on down. Audience, if you would, please hold your applause until all of the names have been called. Our band seniors this year: Haley Brown, Brody Doman, Alex Killian, Tyler Colross, Caden Miller, Ian Miller, and Aaron Spears. Our 2021 band seniors, let's give them a hand. We'll wait for you to fix that. I'm just kidding. Nearly all of these seniors in front of you have been making music with me for the past 8 years. And I'm speaking for them when I say I don't think any of us were picturing the final band concert going down like this. All of our seniors have been robbed, period. Just like last spring, this school year will always be the what could have been school year. Yes, we'll get past it, but it's heartbreaking nevertheless. That being said, we still have much to be grateful for, and I, for one, have so many great memories with all of you. The seniors that stand before you are all caring, hardworking individuals that have dedicated over half of their GCMS education to the band program. Not everything has been easy along the way, but this group has worked hard to be successful, and they've set an excellent example for others to follow. Seniors, I can't believe our 8 years is up. It's been one heck of a school year, but I hope you've had fun along the way. You all have devoted so much to the music program here, and I am truly appreciative. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and I hope you find a way to keep music in your life once you leave this building for the final time. In the words of Buster Moon from the animated film Sing, get a good night's sleep tonight and dream big dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them another hand. When it comes to our band awards, it is an annual challenge finalizing who the recipients will be. I say the same thing every year because it is true. All of our band students are valued and important members of the band, but in the end, there are only a handful of awards to be given. Our first award is the Semper Fidelis Marine Band Award. This award is sponsored by the United States Marine Corps. High school musicians embody many virtues that Marines admire. Not only do musicians have to maintain a high degree of proficiency through practice and rehearsal, but they also have to maintain passing grades and devote time to the many extracurricular needs of band. In doing so, high school musicians display traits that Marines consider essential to being a good leader: knowledge, dependability, and loyalty. This year's recipient is an excellent musician and performer. He plays an important role in our band program and has been a dedicated member for all 8 years he's been playing. He works hard to help those around him and steps up when something needs to be done. His leadership will be missed next year. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Brody Doman. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award was created in 1974, shortly after this great jazz artist passed away. Louis Armstrong was an American jazz trumpeter from New Orleans. He came to prominence in the 1920s and quickly became a foundational influence on jazz. Our Jazz Award is unique from the other awards in that the recipient may be either a junior or a senior in jazz. This year's recipient has played an important role in the GCMS jazz program as well as the band program overall. This student is a section leader and a wonderful improviser. I've known this student since 5th grade, and I'm so proud of the young adult he has turned out to be. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Wyatt Schlickman. Our next award is the Rex H. Troyer Memorial Award. This is for outstanding band participation and attitude. Rex Troyer was a 1940 Gibson City High School graduate. Rex was very active in the music program during high school, and upon graduating, he auditioned and won a spot in the United States Navy Band. After his naval tour, Mr. Troyer returned to work in Gibson City until his retirement. He was an active member of the community and was even band booster president. He was known for his compassion and dedication to music and teaching. This year's recipient has been involved in many aspects of the band program. This student gives a lot of their time to band and always makes sure we are well represented. He is a wonderfully talented musician and actively works to better himself, as well as his section and the entire group. Oftentimes, I will walk over to him to give advice or clarify something that needs to be done and find he's already taken care of it. He encourages everyone around him to always strive for their best and has a willing attitude to help others when needed. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Tyler Colross. Our John Philip Sousa Award is next. Introduced in 1954 to honor the top student in the high school band, the John Philip Sousa Band Award recognizes superior musicianship and outstanding dedication. John Philip Sousa was not only a renowned composer and band leader, he was also a strong supporter of school music programs. He was a pioneer in music education and is an icon within American music. This year's recipient has been involved in nearly every aspect of the band department. They participated in symphonic band, marching band, pep band, musical pit band, jazz band, and our rigorous AP Music Theory course. He has worked hard all 8 years to become the talented musician that he is today. He will, without a doubt, be missed next year. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Aaron Spears. Our final award is the Aaron Award. This is a prestigious national award for outstanding musical achievement. Its recipient is a senior who has outstanding musicianship in both band and choir. This award is reserved for the top musician in the entire GCMS music program. This year's recipient has been in concert choir, chamber choir, the spring musical, symphonic band, jazz band, pep band, solo and ensemble, and, if not for the pandemic, the HOIC honor band. He clearly loves music and works hard at it. He is a leader for both choir and band, and he is a kind individual who truly cares about helping others. Like many people, he has had significant roadblocks in life, but due to his ambition and careful planning, he has jumped those hurdles and accomplished an incredible amount. I consider myself lucky to have had the opportunity to work with him for the past 8 years. I'm extremely proud of how much he's grown, and I know he'll always find a way to keep music in his life. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Alex Killian. We are going to close out with one final piece, but I've told before that can happen, I'm to be interrupted here for a second.
All right, so Mr. Wrench has been talking about all of us seniors, and as you know, we always get a gift. We got something a little different this year. As you see, it's a trash can. Inside, we have a lot of good things for him, but many of you, I'm going to use your real name for a second. Many of you guys call him Kyle. Students call him Mr. Wrenchin, but Ian, what do we call him?
Master Wrench, of course.
So inside, if you'd show him, we got a wrench for him, and we all signed it. The trash can has many other goodies as well, but Mr. Wrenchin, we just want to let you know, as a band and as seniors all leaving, we truly care about you, and we thank you for everything you've done for us.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I'm already thinking, what can I fix with this? Or if there's a problem student, watch out. All right, was that live stream? Walker, are we recording? I hope not. Hey, folks, thank you so much for coming out. I really do appreciate even the audience, the small audience we do have here in person. I know we had to cap it. Hopefully there's a lot more folks live streaming this at home. It's really great to get to perform. It's been a rough school year, I know, for everybody, but it is truly great to give our seniors a proper farewell. So thank you so much. We're going to close out with the Brandenburg Gate. Please enjoy. Can't see it under here, but the smile is huge. Thank you so much, everybody. Safe travels. Have a wonderful night.